Have you ever done a family tree or genealogy? Have you ever sent a DNA swab to Ancestry.com or another service like that to learn more about your roots or your family? When I was a young boy, the TV program Roots, based on Alex Haley's book, was a TV phenomenon. It's interesting to look back into the past, and in worship in Advent, I'm going to be preaching a series on Jesus' family tree. We're going to begin the last Sunday of November looking at Jesus' genealogy from Matthew's Gospel. And then in following weeks, on the 11th and the 18th, and Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we'll look at his aunt and uncle, Betty and Zach, his cousin John, his mom and dad, and on Christmas morning, we'll talk about Jesus, the new arrival. In between those Sundays, we're going to take one Sunday off on December 4th when Dennis Johnson, a ministry colleague of Pastor Joe and myself and the author of several books, will be with us as we have a special service that will include carols and poems related to Christmas that will also include communion. That afternoon, we're going to have a special service at 2 o'clock called a Blue Christmas service. This time of the year can be a time of great joy and happiness and celebration for some of us, but for those of us who may be experiencing the first holidays without a dear family member, it can be a very lonely, difficult, and sad time. And so that Blue Christmas service is geared towards anyone who is feeling that way this Advent season as they remember a loved one who will not be here physically with us this Christmas. For everyone who's young at heart, on Saturday, December 10th in the afternoon, we're going to have a family fun event of crafts and music and food and just a great time to get together as we anticipate Christmas. Our Women's Christmas Communion service this year will be on Tuesday, December 13th. My wife Jill and Shelby Greenmore and Christy Pranga, all three of the pastors' wives, are helping to put that service together, and Shirley Ann Bellius will be singing at that service. I'm sure it will be very meaningful for all the women who can attend. Our Christmas Eve services, just to alert you, we are once again going to have a service on December 23rd, because that actually was our largest Christmas Eve service last year. So that will be at 6 o'clock on Friday night. Then on Saturday, Christmas Eve, we'll have services at 4 and 6 o'clock in the sanctuary, and 11 p.m. communion service back upstairs in the newly renovated and refurbished chapel, which will be very special. And then on Christmas Day and New Year's Day, we're going to end 2022 and begin 2023 with one united service at 10 a.m. so we can share in the year ending and the new year beginning together as a faith community. I hope you'll put these Advent and Christmas events on your calendar, that you look forward to being a part of us here at BBC as we enjoy the joy of the season.